Sun TV.
And follow us on Facebook at Sun TV and on YouTube at Sun TV Live. My name is Mercy Juro. Now the major headlines. As the world marks World Health Day with a focus on maternal and newborn health, Gombe State stands out with remarkable progress in reducing maternal and infant mortality. With 2 primary healthcare centers in each of its 114 wards, the state is being hailed for its commitment to accessible healthcare. Sun TV correspondent Kamal Hamajo completes in the report. Still from Gombe State, UNICEF nutrition specialist Phenomenal Irene has urged the chairman of local government councils in Gombe State to take political actions to combat malnutrition, which remains a significant challenge in the region. During a workshop on basic nutrition and financing, Irene emphasized that addressing malnutrition is achievable with the right political will and proper budget allocation. The 2021 Multiple Inductor Cluster Survey revealed alarming malnutrition rate in Gombe, with only 30.7% of newborns exclusively breastfed and 8.4% of children aged 6 to 23 months receiving adequate nutrition. Community-based management of acute malnutrition, CMAMA program reported 14,175 cases of severe malnutrition, highlighting the urgent need for intervention. Irene encouraged local government leaders to prioritize investment in essential services such as water, sanitation, and the nutrition of women and children. She also acknowledged the state's efforts, noting that Gombe has released 175 million naira towards addressing malnutrition, though an estimate 4 billion naira is needed for more comprehensive action. The 2-day workshop held at Crispan Hotel in Jos brought together government officials, local council chairman, and other stakeholders to discuss these critical issues. The Accountant General of Bauchi State, Siraju Jaja, has been arraigned by the EFCC at the Federal High Court in Abuja over alleged money laundering involving 1.8 billion naira. He was charged alongside the Bureau de Change operator Aliu Abubakar and his company. All defendants pleaded not guilty. The court granted them a bail of 200 million naira each with strict conditions. The trial is scheduled to begin on June 17. The EFCC alleged that the funds were illegally transferred from the state's accounts between July and November 2024. Moving on to Lagos State, the Lagos State Police Command has uncovered a baby factory in Ijegun area and rescued 10 victims, including 3 children. Acting on a tip-off officers raided the location on Saturday and arrested 3 suspects: Mariam Vicente, 35 years old, Orie Roots, a 23-year-old, and Ujunwa Ifeanyi, 18-year-old. The rescued victims included adults aged between 22 and 26, as well as children aged 2, 5, and 7. The police spokesperson, Benjamin Houdini, confirmed that the victims are receiving proper care and support. He also revealed that the suspect confessed to kidnapping the victims from various locations across Lagos. They will be prosecuted upon completion of the investigation. Landowners in Igbesha, Ogun State, protested the alleged forceful takeover and demolition of their properties by the Chinese firm operating in Guadong Free Trade Zone. They accused the companies of encroaching beyond agreed boundaries and acting with support from armed security forces. The protesters, who claim to have valid land documents, called on Governor Dakpo Abiodun to intervene. They also challenged the authenticity of the company's lands claim, demanding official documentations. Effort to get a response from the Trade Zone Authority yielded limited information. 3 fishermen were killed by Lakurawa bandits in Sanian village, Tangaza, local government area of Sokoto State, around 11 a.m. on Tuesday. The attack follows similar incident in Suti and Taku villages a day earlier, where 2 residents sustained injuries. According to a local source, the fishermen were ambushed while walking. The bandits also stole livestock, including cows, camels, sheep, and goats. Ghazali Raka's special assistant on security to the Kanza Council chairman confirmed the attacks and praised security forces for recovering the stolen animals after a gunfight in the city area. 2 injured victims are receiving treatment in Tangaza General Hospital. Rako emphasized concerns over the increasing frequency and boldness of the attacks and called for stronger federal and state intervention. The state police spokesman, DSP Ahmed Rufai, confirmed the incidents, assuring that efforts are underway to apprehend the perpetrators. Now in Imo State, the Imo State House of Assembly has commended Governor Hope Uzodinma civil order in Orusu local government area, which had been plagued by severe insecurity since December 2020. During plenary, Honorable Uche Agbabe, representing Orusu constituency, emphasized the extent of the crisis which caused the displacement of residents and collapse of security and businesses. He credited Uzodinma's swift intervention for averting total collapse in the area. The House urged the governor to rebuild damaged infrastructure and rehabilitate affected residents. The motion, supported by multiple lawmakers, was anonymously adopted. Governor Caleb Mutfwang of Plateau State has condemned the ongoing violence in the state as a form of genocide allegedly sponsored by terrorists. Speaking on Channels Television, he decried the latest attack in Bokos local government area, where over 50 people were killed and thousands displaced, calling for urgent security actions and identification of those behind the violence. Mutfwang stated that the assault has surpassed farmers' headers clashes and now reflects a calculated effort to wipe out communities. He disclosed that at least 64 communities in Bokos, Barkin-Ladi, and Rimon local government areas have been seized and renamed by armed groups. The governor urged security agencies to collaborate and provide intelligence to halt the bloodshed. 6 people, including a pregnant woman, were killed and several homes damaged in a renewed attack of violence over a long-running land dispute between the Ndukwe community in Amasiri and Okorojo in Osu, local government area of Ebonyi State. The latest clash caused significant property damages and heightened fear of further violence. prompting residents to avoid certain routes for safety. Edo local government chairman Chima Ekumaka confirmed the incident and assured that security personnel had been deployed to restore peace. Afikpo local government chairman Timothy Nwachi also confirmed government intervention and urged residents to remain calm as effort towards a lasting resolution continues. The service has confirmed the death of 2 women who drowned in a pond in Gezewa local government area. According to the service's spokesperson Samuel Abdullahi, the victims who worked as a hibiscus processing company reportedly went to the pond after work to clean up and tragically drowned. Their bodies were recovered by rescue operative and handed over to the police. The agency has advised the public to avoid open water bodies to prevent similar incidents. Now in Kwara State, the Kwara State Teaching Service Commission has shortlisted 1,800 candidates for teaching appointments following a 3-month recruitment process involving computer-based tests and interviews. The selected applicants will be posted to senior secondary schools across the state's 16 local government area with a focus on STEM, core, specialized, and technical subjects. All shortlisted candidates are required to undergo a drug test conducted by the NDLA from April 9 to 12, 2025, as well as a present medical certificate and original credentials for documentation. They must also sign a 6-year no-transfer bond to address the shortage of teachers in rural areas. A protest by members of the Ishekiri community in Niger State has disrupted operation at the 28,000 barrel per day Escravos oil facility in Odigben, threatening Nigeria's 2025 oil production target of 2.6 million barrels per day. The peaceful demonstration involving men and women and youth was in response to alleged marginalization in the proposed ward declination by INEC, which protesters says reduced Ishekiri representation while favoring Ijaw and Urobo groups. The affected facility, formerly operated by Shell and now managed by the Rihanna's African Energy Holding, was shut down on Wednesday. Protesters warned of further shutdown if the delineation plan is not reviewed. Nigeria's oil output, currently at about 1.7 million barrels per day, is already below the OPEC quota of 1.5 million barrels. The disruption comes amid declined oil revenue caused by the global price drop and the new U.S. tariffs, including a 14% duty on Nigerian exports. Finance Minister Wale Edun said the government is assessing the impact and plans to boost non-oil revenue. Meanwhile, tensions are rising across Warri local government areas, with other ethnic communities also challenging INEC proposal and demanding fairer wards allocations. A civil society organization in Zamfara has strongly criticized Governor Dauda Lawal, accusing him of neglecting his constitutional duty to protect lives and properties in the state. In a statement issued by the Publicity Secretary, Dr. Suleiman Ibrahim Usman, the group alleged that the governor has failed to address escalating insecurity and instead continued to blame his predecessor, Dr. Bello Matawali. The group condemned governor's alleged lavish lifestyle, claiming his priorities of luxury while citizens suffer from hunger, illness, and banditry. It also questioned his use of increased federal allocations and internal revenue, contrasting it with the previous administration's provision of over 200 vehicles to security agencies, despite limited resources. Ongoing road construction projects were dismissed as politically motivated renovation concentrated in the governor's local government area. The group also defended Minister of State for Defense, Dr. Matawale, crediting him with improving security and restoring farming in rural communities. He challenged the public to visit Zamfara to witness firsthand the worsened conditions, insisting that praise for the current administration is based on ignorance and dishonesty. Stay tuned, we'll be taking a brief commercial break. Don't change the channel. We'll be right back with more exciting updates on Super Media Television.
Are you ready to advance your career in health and management? Higher Ground College of Health and Management Sciences invites ambitious students to pursue excellence in dynamic learning environments. Why choose us? Our institution offers a transformative educational experience, combining education excellence and practical skills. We provide a cutting-edge curriculum with hands-on training, mentorship from industry professionals, networking opportunities for career growth, and leadership development for global impact. The programs offered include BSc, Medical Laboratory Science, Nursing Science, Environmental Health Science, Public Health, Community Health, and Health Economic. We also offer HND in Public Nursing. Our facilities: modern computer and medical labs, research centers and digital libraries, and interactive learning spaces and study zones. Who can apply? Aspiring professionals in health and management can apply. Working individuals seeking career advancement can also apply. International students looking for a global learning environment are also key applicants. Application requirements are 5 SSC credits, including English and Mathematics, German entrance exam scores, medical report, birth certificate, local government industry letter, recommendation letters. Why Higher Ground? We offer work-study programs, flexible payment, and a supportive academic environment. Apply today. Visit www.highergroundcollege.edu or our campuses at Lab opposite VCK Jalingo, Taraba State, and opposite Army Barracks, Tako, Taraba State. Take the first step towards a brighter future. Choose Higher Ground College.
House of Assembly, Eze Gabriel, representing the Isiru Uzo constituency, has defected from the Labour Party to the People's Democratic Party. Gabriel, who was elected under the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections, announced his decision during plenary on Tuesday. In a letter read by Speaker Uche Ugu, Gabriel cited internal divisions, persistent crisis, and factional disputes at both the national and the state level of the Labour Party as reasons for his defection. He described the recent conflict involving Labour Party leaders as evidence of the party's growing instability and declining ability to represent the people's interests. Gabriel expressed regret over his departure, but said he was confident that the PDP would offer a more stable and supportive platform to continue serving his constituents effectively. The chairman of Ekiti West local government Moses Omojola has refuted claims that a mosque was demolished in Aramoko, Ekiti, to make way for market projects sponsored by the Senate leader Opeyemi Bamidele. The clarification follows allegation by the Muslim Rights Councils, which accuse Bamidele of promoting religious intolerance. Omojola stated that the demolished structure was an unauthorized and incomplete building without official recognition or approval as a mosque. He emphasized that the land used for the market was properly allocated by the Alara Inn Council and the local governments, and that the project aims to serve all residents regardless of the religion. He described Murik's statement as misleading and inciting, adding the similar project in other towns has been completed without controversy. He also noted that shops at the markets were fairly distributed among both Muslims and Christian residents, underscoring the project's inclusive nature. Borno State Governor Babangana Zulum expressed concern over the resurgence of Boko Haram in the state, stating that the recent wave of attacks indicates that the government is losing ground in the fight against insurgency. Speaking at a special expanded security meeting, Zulum highlighted the increase in attacks and kidnapping in several communities, as well as the recent dislodgement of military formations in various local government areas. He noted that while his administration has supported the military in its effort to fight against Boko Haram, the renewed attack posed a serious setback for the region. Zulum called for enhanced efforts, including the deployment of advanced technological warfare, to address the growing threats. The Shehu of Borno also acknowledged the efforts of security agencies, but pointed out that certain local government area remains under Boko Haram control, urging proactive measures to prevent further escalation. Now to Adamawa State, the governor Ahmadu Fintiri has appointed the Emir of Fufuri, Alhaji Sani Ribadu, as the Amirul Haji and the leader of the state delegation for the 2025 Hajj to Saudi Arabia. The governor made the announcement on Monday through his chief press secretary, Mr. Humoshi Wonosiko, in Yola. Fintiri praised Ribadu's dedication, express, and contribution to religious affairs in the state. The appointed delegations also include Alhaji Mohammed Jidiwa, Alhaji Eti Shehu, Alhaji Ibrahim Abba, Alhaji Abubakar Mutala, and Alhaji Mohammed Dabo as the